All right. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Let's start the chat here. I'm Dave. Welcome to Everyone Needs Soulgasms YouTube channel. Let's see who shows up. Okay. Let's see. Where is the chat? I don't see it. I made a comment. Um, if you're here, just go ahead and type in a message. Hello, Beth. Thanks for making it. Hello, Tracy. All right. Hello. Shows one participant, but I see two of you here. So I don't understand that, but anyone. All right, welcome. Thanks for showing up. Similar format as the Facebook group. I'll open with a kind of a general channel message, and then we'll get into individual ones. I'm good, thank you. Thank you for asking, Tracy. Let's see. So here we go. Okay, your power. Your power. What I typically channel is kind of your collective souls as a whole, if that makes sense. There's a unity, a oneness. So the general message generally is good for everyone, like everyone needs to hear it. And then we'll get into your individual ones. But your power, they want to talk about it in a way where you are more in direction or control of your life. Now, our impulses, our reactions, our trauma, sometimes we can feel like we're just dust in the wind and we're kind of like just blown around by the forces of nature, the world, others, our own emotions, right? So I don't know if it's my camera or if I'm just seeing it blurry. There, it might be a little better. So begin to strengthen that power. It's more than willpower. It's almost like a higher self power, like a power that comes deep within you that says, okay, I want this. I want to, not be blown around by certain things. Could be habits, could be emotional states, could be, if you're emotional and sometimes you have a hard regulating, and it comes out in a harmful way to somebody, maybe you want to just take breaths and regulate that more, and not express those emotions so volatile, in a volatile way. Whatever it is for you. All right, so let's dive into individual messages. So it would be open if you want, something like what you most need to hear, or you can type in something specific. And I'll just wait to hear from you, Tracy and Beth. You seem to be the only ones here at the moment. Sometimes Facebook notifications are off the chart and like a lot of people show up, sometimes only a few. I don't know what's the rhythm. Open is good for Tracy. All right, excellent. Okay. All right, open for both. Excellent. So Tracy, I'll do you first. Since you commented first and it looks like you showed up first. You cannot fail. You cannot fail. That's quite a statement, isn't it? Let me dive deeper into that. Your higher self seems to be saying what you ultimately want and who you ultimately are. Success is inevitable. Success is inevitable. So if you're working on something, either manifesting something or um, let me working on manifesting something, it's inevitable. Like you will have the resources, you'll have the guidance, you'll have the power, you'll have things come in. And the second double message is kind of who you are, your higher self. You know, I talk about soulgasms. This channel is called Everyone Needs Soulgasms, right? So that is inevitable too. I think you have felt your soul, Tracy. And there's more and more. It keeps on expanding and it gets stronger and stronger. I forgot to silence my phone, and somebody just messaged me that they're on here, but I can't see them. So I'm going to try to help them real quick. And I apologize and silence my phone at the same time. I don't know why. Did you subscribe? So Kim Potter is trying to join. She always joins the Facebook Live, so I'm really happy she's trying to join in here. All right. Does that make sense, Tracy? It's like it just opened my school membership tonight. Wow. There you go. Well, there's confirmation. And part of the inevitability is stepping into that. Okay, this is what I'm allowing. This is what I'm accepting. And feeling into the gratitude of that success already. Let's see. I'll give you a message, Kim, since you texted me, you know, and like, I'll give you a message. I'm sorry I can't see you right here. I don't know why. You are so welcome, Tracy. So welcome. So please subscribe to the channel. If you know of anybody that might benefit from knowing about this channel, I'm trying to build it and just help as many people as I can through YouTube now. I'm kind of moving away from Facebook. Not completely, but just doing more on YouTube. So this will be a weekly thing that I want to do. And there'll be other things, but yes. All right. It was Beth. Beth. Everything negative you believe about yourself is very temporary. So your soul is saying if or whenever you get overwhelmed or challenged by things you're working on internally with yourself, like negative beliefs or trauma, know that it's something that's like, it's like energy. It's very changeable, healable, movable, releasable, and it's temporary. It's not who you really are. And that will help lighten it up and be like, I don't know, the feeling is like, oh, well, that is also inevitable too. If I choose to heal from that, if I decide that I want to heal from that, it's a done deal. My higher self will definitely heal me. But I have to participate and be willing to resist, to give up the resistance, the subconscious resistance. Be willing to um, give up any conscious resistance as well. There's conscious and unconscious resistance. Um, does that make sense, Beth? All right, Kim. Maybe it is because you're on a cell phone. Um, you did not interrupt. Actually, I forgot to turn my phone off, so when it dinged over there, silenced it. I didn't silence it. It reminded me. So, see, it got you in one way or another. Okay, negative speak about myself as a problem, says Beth. So, the simple, most powerful way I've experienced in all my years of learning healing, of doing healing for myself and others, your higher self, your soul, your own higher self is the most powerful healer. And if you can accept that you're doing it to yourself, like this negative speak about yourself, that's easy to accept that you're doing it to yourself, right? Because you're negatively speaking to yourself. Other things like outer forces being done to you, that's a different story. But it's still you're attracting something to yourself. So just give your willingness, give your permission, be diligent, and just be earnest and be like, okay, I am done with this. All I need to do is let it happen. I need to let myself be healed. You don't have to do it. You don't have to prepare yourself for healing. You don't have to do anything. Just let yourself be healed. And something like negative speak, is it's a large ship, right? For the analogy. A large ship just doesn't turn on a dime and change course, right? There's a lot of history, perhaps, of negative talk. So you slowly change position and you start going in a different direction. So it doesn't mean like that means your negative speak isn't just going to be gone all of it overnight. Your higher self could do that, but we couldn't handle that kind of healing at the moment. Most of us couldn't handle that. It's just too much of a drastic change. So how does that sound, Beth? Just work on that. Just kind of like every day, just I'm giving over the source of this. Um, well, it's deeper than the rubber band, but I admire your definite, intention. It comes from somewhere. So trying to stop the negative talk intellectually is different and hard. It's like trying to get the leaves off of this, instead of addressing the root, if the root was a problem. So, keep willing to release the core root of that negative talk. All right, Kim. Kim, I'm guessing you're still here. So I hope so. Um, this is strange, but they showed me an amusement park. Your soul showed me an amusement park with games and rides and food and fun. And it's a very fun atmosphere. And your higher self wants you to have that kind of fun, but it's internal, if that makes sense. And by internal, you know exactly what your higher self means by that. At least that's what I'm being told. You've experienced your higher self, and I think you said you can't wipe the smile off your face, right? It's a fun energy. It's a loving energy. It's an exciting energy. It's an alive energy. It's like, whoa, this is really amazing life and an amazing feeling that my higher self is giving me. So that is that's what your soul's calling you to feel more and more. And almost to let go of the world psychologically, you're ready for that. You're ready to start letting the world go psychologically, meaning psychological attachment to something in order to bring you success, happiness, joy, abundance, or anything like that. You're moving into a phase where you realize only your higher self can make you happy, make you feel abundant, and bring you everything you want. So make your inner life, allow that to be fun and let your higher self come to you, probably make you laugh your butt off. To me, it just sometimes shows me images or tells me things that like really make me laugh. I mean, it's just so funny. And naturally, organically, you'll see. You are so welcome, Beth. Thank you for letting me know. All right. Well, thank you for showing up, everyone. Let's end with a healing. Let's end with a healing. So, all you need to do, you can close your eyes if you want, is invite you as your higher self into your heart right now, into your awareness. It's always who you are, so you can't lose yourself. And let yourself be healed. Give your higher self carte blanche. Okay, it knows best. You know best as higher self what you need to be, either a message or a healing or something. In a moment when I stop talking, your higher self is going to give you something, and it knows best. Starting now. And just continue to let that unfold, let that deepen. See, that's great, Kim. I'm so glad you've been in that space. Mowing the hills is enjoyable. See, that's great. See, it's amazing when you start to feel your soul more and more. It's just, it's astounding. It's like there's no words for it. But we can use pretty good words to describe it. So thank you for showing up for this live, everyone. I don't know what YouTube is gonna, if it's gonna show the comments here on the replay or on the, whatever. But I think that's everyone that showed up today. So may you have a soulgasm more and more. All right. I love you all. Thank you for showing up here.